Welcome to Voices,
a podcast from the Institute for Human Rights and Business.
Here, we're seeking to elevate the range of perspectives
on the role of business in the world
and in people's everyday lives.
Hello, everybody. This is Salil Tripathi from the Institute for Human Rights and Business in London. I am today in Paris with Amina Bouayach, who is the chair of the National Human Rights Commission of Morocco. And she has been an ambassador to Sweden. She has worked with FIDH, the human rights organization. And we are going to talk about the situation of business and human rights in Morocco. First of all, thank you very much for joining me today. Amina.
Hello, how are you?
Very well indeed. Do tell me, what is the situation of private sector engagement with the human rights interface in Morocco?
First of all, this is I think, the new question in Morocco. Since 10 years, I think, we speak about, we organize seminars, we organize debates, because the principles and the rules and also if we want to implement the things, I think it needed more time.
Mm-hmm.
And until now, just in 2017, the Moroccan government adopted the National Plan for Democracy and Human Rights.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the chapter of this strategy and the national plan is exactly the human rights business.
Mm-hmm.
And also the government, now we have the principles, and it needed the specific actions.
Mm-hmm. So what are the specific actions you have?
The specific actions I can see that now in Morocco, in this time, we have very good debates about which development model
Mm-hmm.
Morocco needed.
Mm-hmm.
And also with participation of entrepreneur and national institution and actors and businessmen, and also the civil society and the political parties and the trade union. Very good debates, I think. In the end, we will have, I think, a model of how Morocco will increase his development,
Mm-hmm.
his increase the participation of the population,
Mm-hmm.
or all the citizens in each region, because now Morocco also has 12 regions. Each
Mm-hmm.
region has its autonomy to have a specific plan of development.
Mm-hmm.
What's happened now is we will share the elements
Mm-hmm.
of the development, and each region
Mm-hmm.
will adapt
Right.
with participation of the population, what we say in Morocco, the mechanism of democracy participation.
Right.
I think now we are in this state.
Right. Now, in terms of investors, which are the main investors in Morocco? Which countries and what are the key human rights issues? Is it labor rights? Is it access to land? What are the key
Yes.
issues that you notice?
We are liberal economic.
Mm-hmm.
Individual initiative is welcome. We just have the visit of the general director of World Bank, and she said that Morocco will increase his development. We have a lot of countries as who invest in Morocco,
Mm-hmm.
as United States, UK, and other countries. Now we have very good cooperation about the renewable energy.
Mm-hmm.
In 2030, more than 52% of our energy will come from
And renewables.
renewable energy. That's, I think, we are changing our economy.
Is it wind energy, wind farming?
Wind and also solar energy.
Because when you use wind farming or solar farming, you need a lot of land access. So are there any issues with communities about land ownership and human rights?
The last one, very important for us, was that We have what we say that's Gish land. That's mean the women haven't the opportunity and the right to inheritance the land. It was the one question was very specific in the question of the land. Now it's resolved by the new law. It was adopted last year.
Now, one of the issues which is controversial about Morocco is, of course, the situation in Western Sahara. That there are questions about who is in charge of the place, where is the sovereignty, and should companies invest, and how do they obtain consent? Can you explain what the context is?
In the international law, it's clear that any specific situation, the population must benefit of resources. And this question is clear in the Sahara. Investment projects, or there is big and long consultation with the population. The first. The second is who manage the region. This is the region, as I said, is any region now has elected president. It's a process of election. And this president is the chairperson who manage the investments. Any question, if political also, he manage also. He deal with the population in this question. The third, we have also the big investments from the authority to the Sahara. When you see the Sahara between 75 and now, it's huge change. It's effort of I think it's the first region in the education. We have more than 90% of school, and some in some rulers and all. But in the cities we have 100%. It is the social indicator. The Sahara is the first region in the Morocco was the good social indicator. The second, all the population have the right to educate it, but also to go to the university. I think the most important, Morocco invest in the population to have the choice what you want to do. When you have the chance to have education and health, you have the opportunity to choose your life. You have the opportunity to choose what do you want to do. And you choose also to have the political opinion also in this question. And this Morocco invests lots in the human, not in the weapons. Now, the question I have, though, is that there is a UN opinion which does say that, the investment has to be with the consent of the people. Exactly. And the controversy is whether the people whose consent is taken are from the region or others who have come and stayed there. So how does a company navigate that? Because this is a controversial political issue. We have a lot of company with We have a big deal with our European Union about lots of things, and also we have other companies. The last one we have also a lot of consulates open their office in the Sahara, in Ayoun, and the Dakhla. This is a new thing happen, and it's the life. It's normal. It's not exceptional life. The population, what he wants. The population wants education, wants health, wants housing, and also to go to have restaurants, to go to have tourism. The life is not weapons, not conflicts. And I think the population is in this climate. Sure, we still have Moroccan citizens have other opinion, but it's very, very few, and we respect their opinion. If I wish that they don't use the violence, but the political opinion is their own
Right.
political opinion. Then when we invest in the human to choice, I think the result is there. More than 90% more is not have the same political opinion as few persons.
Right.
We invest in this way. I think we have rights to invest in the human.
Well, final question is again on business and human rights, that companies are expected to respect human rights under the
Yeah.
UN guiding principles, which came out in 2011, and next year it will be 10 years. Now, my question to you would be that if you look back at Morocco and the need for a national action plan for business and human rights, what kind of a progress have you made in that regard?
I think what we want in a national
Action plan.
commission, c'est action plan, and we are waiting now that we have our guidelines in FIDH. We are very concerned about this issue in Morocco. And the third, we want, because we are not responsible of the action plan, but we are responsible to give the Moroccan authority which guidelines we needed to respect the human rights,
Right.
to respect the resources, to respect the climate change, to respect also the consultation with the population, and also to respect the freedom initiative for any citizen to invest and to invest under the rules, under the guidelines. I think we are ready to if the Moroccan authority starts the plan actions. As I said, we are waiting now the model of economic. Which model economic? Our debate is to say what happened in Morocco as development during these years from independence and independence until now. It needed to amend, to reforms. What happened now with the commission, a national commission, is not authority of governments, is experts, is also activist, and in different sectors who constitute the commission and concerted with other population, with other actors, and how I think in few months we will have the new schema of the model. And this state maybe the next in October or November, next October or November, we will have more view and clear view about what we want to do with and when and how for our action plan for business and human rights in Morocco.
Thank you very much. You have a tough task ahead, and all the very best to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.